to meet you again. Yeah. Heck yeah, you're everywhere.
Yeah, you are too. I just see you.
I try to be, man. I try to make my rounds. Yeah. Here till pretty much till everything ends. I guess I can leave either on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got our club and a big caravan that came out from Oklahoma and Texas.
Okay.
And just got here. And then we'll be around. My car is going to be on the Corsa display over there. I got the Corsa
Nice.
Extreme exhaust on it.
So does I.
Yeah, I love it. And so it's a display car, and so I'm going to leave it here. I got to go rent a car. Buddy's going to pick me up. I got
Nice.
to head out. And so I'll be here, all 3 days, scooting around, having a good time.
I might need a tour display because I have never. This is my first time here. Period. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a lifetime member.
Okay. Cool.
Ambassador for the museum too for my club.
Nice.
So anything you need, just let me know.
Okay, I will.
Introduce you to people. And
That'd be great. All right.
Heater hot, and then give it gas and boom. You don't know. But with the lift. Hey,
What's up, brother?
Everybody knows.
I wish.
How you doing?
What's going on?
I got his parts on my car.
I got his parts in my car.
On your car.
Yeah, I love ACS. Pretty
How's the
good.
drive down?
Oh man, I had to park on the side of the road for like 2 hours. I was exhausted. Yeah, I was
Well, that was
tired.
intense already.
Yeah.
We left Monday morning. We drove all day Monday,
Okay.
and then we came and set up Tuesday.
How long was the drive for you?
Well, he drove, so it was short for me. But
We
It
went
was
12
easy for
hours
me.
yesterday from Wisconsin Dells here. And we had some bad construction.
we got a lot of
Oh, wow.
rain, a lot of traffic also. But we got here. Nobody got hurt.
Safe? Exactly. That's all that counts.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing bad happened.
I was supposed to be
How
in
about
I was supposed to be here early, like around 9 to set up and stuff. But like I said, I had to pull over and take a nap or two. So
Smart man. You're
Yeah.
alive. Your car's alive.
that's true. So and then I still had plenty of time to set up here. Over there by Suntech, which is like in the grassy area over here. Yeah.
If you want to backtrack and look at other stuff.
Sure. This is my very first time here. Period.
Yeah, the model's already cool. It's got some markings and stuff on it.
And then he also said there was like a another model here that they used to like a prototype.
We probably just passed it in the gateway. On the left-hand side, there's a couple of plexiglass display cases.
Okay.
There's I think it's the Phoenix is in there. There's a clay of C7.
Okay.
So that's the 40% they just got in last year.
Ah. It's pretty cool. Okay, is that an actual size of the car? Is that
No, it's a percent.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
What was the description of it? The one you're looking for?
This is one I was also looking, but he also he said it was a prototype, so I didn't know if it was one of the ones they used to.
Well, we've got a C8 prototype in the demo.
That's what he was telling me about.
Okay, yeah.
So
I think it was suspension ride testing, but it's in the
nice.
house.
And can I see that? Sure. I can come back and look at that. I'd like to see that for sure. It's a full size car?
Yep.
No way.
It's rough.
Well, I won't be driving it, but
Early test car.
I'm surprised they don't donate some of the other cars that they have.
They do. We're hoping to get a couple nicer examples.
Oh, I didn't even know this was actually in here. That was in the movie Transformers.
It was. Yep.
That same exact one?
Sideswipe. Yep.
No way.
Yeah, Tom Peters designed that car. He's going into the Hall of Fame on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. The holes for the spoilers actually are right here. And you would call this pretty much a demo car, or what would you actually call this?
Test car.
A test car. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. So I guess the engineers actually driven this a lot to kind of figure out, you know, what to improve on, what to not improve on, because this doesn't have any carbon fiber pieces any.
Sometimes they're suspension test cars, sometimes they're powertrain, sometimes they're electronics.
So these could be suspension test cars.
Could be a suspension.
These could be powertrain test cars, or they could be electronic test cars. Okay. Because this is, you said earlier, it could be going to
Could be, who knows what that harness is.
the harness. And this scoop looks the same as, you know, the current ones outside. These wheels look the same, except these are accessory wheels technically on the new one. The hatch looks the same.
The interesting part for me on this car was the slotted rotors.
You're right. This does have slotted rotors. These does have slotted rotors. He made a good point. Good point. I didn't even see that. These do have slotted rotors, and like he said earlier, the Z51s don't even have slotted rotors at all. So that's a pretty good catch. And he did point out earlier that these are the holes for the actual spoiler. These tail lights look weird. I mean, this is what they kind of had it wrapped up in camouflage as for a while. The exhaust looks weird because there's only 2 pipes instead of 4.
Headlights.
Headlights are weird. That is true. You do have a front space. The splitter looks the same. For the most part, it all looks the same, except it's not camouflaged. This is pretty cool. Passenger airbag has been disabled. That's cool what it said. That's also that same button that we've seen in other demo cars on the 18-wheelers out and about. So this definitely was a test car. Look at a demo car. What do you want to call it? It does have competition seats in the inside. Got the Stingray badge right there. The interior, which is why you saw a lot of things leaked online. So let's take a look at this. 2018 Powertrain Development Vehicle, Fast Facts, Mid Engine Corvette developed vehicle used to test new powertrains, primarily used at the Midford Proving Grounds in Medford, Michigan. Did you know this 2018 development Mid Engine Corvette was used at the Medford Proving Grounds to test the new 6.2-liter LT2 engine? The vehicle is outfitted with test equipment to record data during a test on the track at the proving grounds with a unique exhaust system that allow Corvette engineers to run various tests on the engine. During its test runs at the proving grounds, the car was vinyl wrapped with now famous 8th generation camouflage, which you see right here, it was wrapped. After the reveal of the new Mid Engine Corvette in California, the camouflage was stripped from the development vehicles, revealing the multicolor next generation Corvette. The new Mid Engine Corvette is a culmination of years of developments in engineering and styling. Since the late 1950s, Zora Dunktoff had pushed for Corvette to become a mid engine sports car to rival like mid engine European cars, sports cars, and race cars. For over 60 years, Chevrolet had experience with mid engine vehicles including Serve 1, Serve 2, Aerovet, Astro 2, Corvette Indy, Serve 3, just to name a few. Let's see, it is the 2020 production mid engine Corvette that Zoro's dream is realized, and the development vehicle played a major role in making the decision. Only loan from General Motors LLC, which is this car right here. Once again, which is a test car, which is the 2018 Powertrain Development Vehicle. Something to look at. I think it's pretty sweet. You know, I never thought I would actually see a camouflage car this up close in person, and it's pretty cool.
cars.
Okay.
The black 62 convertible, the museum repaired it itself, put it back on display. General Motors took the Blue Devil, the 01 prototype, and the 1 millionth Corvette, which is in the next room, back to the Heritage Center in Detroit,
Okay.
repaired them and gave them back to us.
Okay, and make sure I understand that there's no repairing these, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Too far gone.
Too
If
far
these could
gone.
be repaired, they'd just be replicas. They wouldn't be the same car.
Okay. Okay. Is it?
No, it's in the next room. The very last room you're going to go into when you leave here. It's going to be on your left-hand side, so you go through the doorway. It's got a reader board that tells about it. It's a white with red interior convertible.
Are they planning to do replicas of these, or they just kind of leave it like it is?
Like they are.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
Yep.
I mean, it's part of history, I guess, at the same
it is,
time.
very
but
much so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Was any of the C7 Corvettes damaged in the wreckage as well?
No. So there was only 8 cars. These are 7 of the 8. Like I said, the 1 millionth in the next room. Everything else was fine.
So I don't know the history behind the sinkhole. Is it? Did the floor just give out? You know, wear and tear over time?
So
or?
basically, Kentucky is covered with limestone. Anytime you have limestone, you're going to have caves. Basically, it was a cave underneath here, and anytime that we'd have a big rain, it was part of the aquifer, the
Right.
water system.
All right.
So that cave would fill up with water.
Okay.
Hydraulic pressure would go up and push on the roof of the cave, which would cause the ceiling of the cave to slough off.
Makes sense.
And over time, that room filled up with the water enough times, and that ceiling sloughed off. So
Okay.
basically, the roof of the cave ended up being the bottom of this concrete slab.
Wow.
So then with no support underneath there, it was just a matter of time between the Earth's natural seismic movement and
Right.
weight. And basically, if you watch the surveillance video, and you can watch it, there's a display back here that talks about the sinkhole and basically explains how it
Okay.
happened. The floor caved in 3 phases, but it only took about a half a minute, about 30 seconds.
Were there people here working at the time?
Well, it was 5:30 in the morning. We weren't even open.
And y'all just showed up and realized it had happened?
The alarm went off, and Betty Hardesty, who still works in our library and archives, she
Okay.
was the first one that got here. And when she got here to the entrance to the dome, this was all full of what she thought was smoke. She thought it was a fire. It was actually dust and debris from the
Oh,
hole
wow.
that had come up and filled this whole room. She couldn't see in here.
Wow.
So she called the fire department. The fire department's the ones that came in here, figured out that it was a sinkhole. that had
Wow.
collapsed.
How long was the museum closed for that?
1 day.
That's it? Wow.
Yeah, 1 day.
But it soon have been longer than that. I mean, did they just have a certain area shut off?
They did. They had a plexiglass wall built over there, so you could actually come in here and you could watch them recover cars and actually watch them do the repair on the whole.
Wow.
Yeah, it was actually part of the tour.
Now, is there anything that's been done to keep that from happening again, or?
The videos and the reader boards back in the exhibit that talks about the sinkhole explains it better than I can, but basically they backfilled this with a combination of sand, limestone, and gravel.
Okay.
They had bobcats down in there on remote control. They actually took out part of the dome wall to get the crane in here to recover the cars.
Wow.
And they used the same section to bring the dump trucks in to dump in all the material they backfilled with.
Okay.
They would pour it in. Operators would be up here on the edge running the bobcats, and they would smooth out each layer, compact it.
Okay.
Another layer. Once they got it all done, they came in and drove steel casing.
Okay.
About 86 of them down into bedrock. So, and they did it in a grid pattern just to make sure, and then they capped it with concrete.
Wow.
So
It's pretty intense.
this is probably the safest place in the whole building. We know exactly what's underneath.
That's true. I might walk over there then. I'm kidding.
Right. Yeah, this is the safest place in the whole building.
Wow. So you mind if I stand over there while we do the rest of the interview? No, I'm kidding.
You can watch that. They put that manhole, so that manhole actually goes to the bottom of the cave, the bottom of the sinkhole.
Do y'all still actually go down there sometime?
Yep. They about 3 to 4 times a year. They'll have geologists from the University of Kentucky that'll go down there, and also staff from here go down there and just make sure everything's holding and
Okay.
everything looks good.
Are there any more, have y'all got all the Corvette parts from out of there?
There's a few Corvette parts left down there, but all the cars were recovered.
Okay.
I think there's a bumper and part of a door down there.
And they just decided to leave it down there as for the history part?
At one time, part of our display in here, they had a live web feed camera, and you could toggle it and move it and look around down there. They just kind of left it for something that you could look at.
Okay,
Camera.
cool.
So yeah, there's a few parts left down there. All the cars were recovered.
Okay. Now, how much do you know about the C8 over here as far as the background behind that?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Very little. We just got that car today.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Hey, this says serve. What's in there?
Yeah, man, nothing. You don't need to worry about that.
Come on, man. Let's go back and open the box.
No, we've got Pepsis, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, and you're at the Corvette Museum, so we have a '93 Dodge Viper
That's crazy. Why is this in here?
So our job is to tell the story about Corvette.
Right.
Why it exists, why it still exists,
Right.
why it even was created.
Okay.
And the Viper plays a huge role in that.
Interesting. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I always, you know, this may suck. You guys, I'm saying this. I grew up actually wanting Vipers,
Right?
but I heard how bad they drive and all that good stuff. So I was like, Corvette it is.
Yeah, and I think the Viper has evolved, or did evolve, into a more driver-centric car because of the Corvette as well. Much like we became more adapt to higher horsepower, different driving ergonomics. You know, the Viper was a huge inspiration
Right.
to the Corvette.
Right.
And Corvette was a huge inspiration
To the Viper.
To the Viper as well.
That's true. And I spoke to a couple of Viper owners that own the new to ACRs, but this is what they say. They said on a scale of 1 to 10, the 10 as far as looks goes is a 10.
Yep.
As far as on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as drivability, it still says a 2. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely. I mean, it's raw power, but they've improved so much from this car.
seems like it.
This is the last ZR1 ever produced in the 4th generation Corvette. So it's
Wow.
1995. It came out with 405 horsepower, and this was a mega car back in the day.
Okay.
This was the supercar of the late 90s, early to late 90s. It was upwards of $100,000.
Wow.
Brand new in 1995.
Wow.
I mean, that was a ton of money. But
Absolutely. Then yes.
right, it's much wider in the rear to fit the meat of the tires underneath it. 405 horsepower.
405 horsepower.
Yeah, Lotus designed engine and built by Mercury Marine.
Wow.
So a very impressive car.
That's pretty cool.
See all the artwork we have hanging. The last C4 ever produced
Wow.
in 1996.
Okay.
Owned by Mid-America Designs. This is a prototype 1996 Grand Sport. See the fender flares, Admiral Blue. It's got an LT4 engine. And I mean, this was a really special car built in 1995. We have a 1963 to 65 cutaway engine with a fuel injection.
That's pretty cool. So this will be next to this on display at some point.
Well, I mean, more than likely not necessarily next to this car, but it could be a next 1963 fuel injected car.
Okay, cool. I'm in love with Grand Sports clear because I own one.
Pretty spectacular. Now, this car is special.
Because I'm missing out on this car.
Yeah, this is a ZR1. This is what Jim Merrow drove at the Nürburgring, and you can see various, you know, the duct tape marks where different equipment, telemetry equipment was in the car.
Right.
We get inside, you can see it's got some wear on it.
Right. Which means that y'all should give it to me then.
Right,
Because I'll be able to
absolutely.
take care of all of it.
This is yours, man.
Oh,
All
man.
yours.
God, I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, can we get those cars out of the way right there? Get the team over. Man. No, this is sweet, though. You know, it's funny. My friend just got a ZR1, and, you know, I thought about it. It's one of those things where it boils down to if I get a ZR1, my C7 have to go, and I probably can't get a C8. And I don't know if that's worth the trade right now.
I get it. One thing I have to think about is manual gearbox, front engine. What's this car going to do long term, valuation wise? In my business, I look at that kind of thing.
Oh, it's going to be great long term.
It's going to be great, but that mid engine is pretty
sweet.
special. VIN number 2, EX. EX stands for experimental.
Wow. So this is pretty much going to be displayed in here, I'm assuming, right? Because they
Yeah.
can't sell this one.
This car either is on display here or it's going to be crushed.
Whoa.
So we're going to display it as long as we can.
Oh, man, I don't like that idea.
Right?
It's cringe because it's like, in my personal opinion, if this was me, and now I'm not saying pertaining to ZR1s, but with regard to the C8, all the experimental cars they have out there now, instead of crushing them, what they should be doing is it should be placed in dealerships, right? Not driven, but for people to sit in and enjoy, because the dealership's not going to want these other people driving their other cars while they're in a lot.
Right.
Let them sit in, let them scratch it up. To them, no big deal.
The biggest problem with that, I think, from a General Motors perspective is, you know, if you take a look at this car, you know, it's got non-conforming parts, it's got issues with the hood.
Right.
So they're not going to want this car representing
Their brand. Makes
to
sense.
the world as what they should expect. You know, they should expect higher than this.
I agree.
And even though this was a test car, you know, it's better here than it would be in a crusher. And
Absolutely.
So we're thankful for General Motors to to display it here.
Yeah, and I think they should definitely, I mean, put a few of the C8s in here. Clearly, they have the prototype from 2018 that's over there, what a lot of people don't really get to see.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping to make a video. I wish I could make a video with just that car alone and just talk about the different things between that C8 and the other C8, and being, you know, meeting Taj and Harlan and having lunch with those guys yesterday. And speaking of names, it's been amazing.
They're a great group of people.
Absolutely.
Got some race cars. We got the 1971 race car. It's national champ in 81 and 82. Fastest
I wasn't
car
even born
on a
then.
stock chassis. This thing is ridiculous.
Really?
It's so fast.
I wasn't even born then.
Right.
So I didn't even know this existed. Well, I didn't even know I existed either.
Right? Pretty awesome car. This cool resto mod here.
Wow.
58 Corvette. You can see all this, you know, years of use.
Right.
This car was donated to us by a gentleman named Willis.
Okay. So, and explain, I heard a couple guys that heard about the donation. Once they donated you guys, like it's you guys' car at that point, right?
It's property of the National Corvette
Wow.
Museum.
So what encouraged people to donate? Is it just because they no longer want to use it anymore, or what?
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. This was in the estate of this gentleman, and as part of his estate, he donated the car to us. A lot of people like.
So he passed away. I'm assuming.
Passed away.
Okay.
Like the gentleman that owned this car, he donated to us prior to his passing, and he was able to take a tax write-off. He donated a large collection of cars, but also he wanted his name to be carried on, and that's one of the reasons why they like to donate it. He also donated the two blue cars at the very end.
Okay, cool.
The 06 on top, and then the 69 big block below it.
Wow.
Both of these cars were also donated to us: a 63 Grand Sport replica,
Okay.
and then a 2001 Z06, and it's in the rare Speedway white.
Wow.
Only like 188 of those were produced.
That's pretty cool. Now, I know regarding the Grand Sport, okay, there's only 4 of these were made, correct?
Yeah.
And they were blue.
Yeah, blue. There was a light blue, a more of an Admiral blue.
Okay.
There was a white Penske car, or there was a white car that's owned now owned in Florida.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty spectacular.
And then all 4 are still running from what I was told. All four are still running.
in existence and running.
And from what I read and what I was told, these are the most expensive Corvettes, period.
They're the pinnacle of the Corvette. They're worth, we haven't seen a sale occur in public in a long time, but by estimates, we're being told $15 to $20 million.
Wow.
Is what they would sell for.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that's incredible.
It's an incredible car.
Feels good to own a car that was actually marked after something like this, you know? Even though my car is worth probably, we don't want to get into that yet.
The lineage, to see where it came from and to where it is today, that's what's exciting. And Zora, the creator of the Grand Sport, would be super proud.
Oh,
of
absolutely.
where it's at.
Absolutely. These are freaking cool, too.
This is a 69 big block, and then a 2008 Z06.
And he passed away and just gave you guys all of these.
He gave, I believe it was either 11 or 13 total cars. I can't remember.
Wow. And do you have all of them here now?
We have them all here. We have a couple buildings that we keep our collection in.
Okay.
And hopefully one day we'll have a wing dedicated to Mr. Messner.
That's pretty cool, because I was going to ask, with all the cars you guys are getting, where exactly do you keep them all? Because, like, the Sinkhole thing, the more weight, the heavier things get, and that's just a lot of cars. What happens is, do you guys ever turn people away who donate cars? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it definitely is. We have been in a really fortunate situation recently, to where we have had a lot of vehicles donated or offered to us.
Okay.
And there are times you can only have so many of the same exact year.
That's true.
And so what we want to do is we want to pick the very best of that year as a representation of that car.
That's a good point.
And some opportunities come about to where the owner says, I want you to sell the car and take that profit and put it towards your collections fund.
Nice.
Or your vehicle acquisition fund. And that's definitely a viable option.
And so I guess, now I know that's not possible, but if I got to a point to where I want to donate one of my cars, what would be the process of that? Like, I know my Grand Sport is not worth being donated, but how does somebody donate their car?
Yeah, so they can get a hold of our team here at the Corvette Museum, Derek or Betty, and we can help guide them down that path of donation, and they would be able to get a tax write-off for their generous contribution to the Corvette Museum.
Nice. Now, if I throw this out there, so what if I donate my car? Would you guys decide to take the wrap off? Would you keep the wrap on? What is it, you guys rather have it as when it came from the factory type of thing, or you guys take on that custom stuff? Like, I'm sure you'll probably convert the doors back, or is this something you won't do at all?
You know, honestly, it's part of your story, and that's what we're about sharing. Is the
good point.
You know, while if the car was a pristine example, rare one-off car, we might consider taking the wrap off. Now, because it's part of you and your YouTube channel.
That's true.
I mean, you're a legend.
I wish.
So we'd probably keep it and share that story of you.
Pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, being up here has been a great experience. When they called me, I was like, hey, would you be interested in coming out and meeting people and all that stuff? It was a great experience. And so, they treated me well. They gave me lunch every day I was here, and meeting you, meeting your son, and meeting a lot of other followers has been really great. It's been a great experience.
Well, we're happy to have you here, man.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime.
I appreciate it. So there you go. You guys should all come out to the National Corvette Museum. I'm telling you right now, you will have a great time. Meet a lot of great people. The staff was freaking amazing. I mean, the volunteers were awesome. I thought they were trying to make me fat on purpose.
Right?
Every day I came in and had lunch and ate a sandwich. You want another sandwich? You want some more chips? You want some ice cream? I was like,
me, man.
golly. So yeah, they've been pretty great, and I really appreciate that a lot. So it was really fun for sure.
Well, we thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So I will catch you guys in another episode of See Gonna Speak 252.